A little more on the state of Missouri, where those folks in that building behind us help to ensure our freedom and liberty. Did you know right now there's a bill in the Missouri Senate that if you send your children to private or parochial schools, you will have to notify the school that you own a firearm. Will you go for that? Do you know there's a bill right now in the Missouri House? If you want to sell a firearm to another person, even if you're not a dealer, that you would have to go through a federally licensed firearm dealer. Do we want that for our Second Amendment right?
No.
There are approximately 2.1 to 2.5 million instances every year in the United States where Americans use a firearm to defend themselves against an attacker. That's freedom. In 2011, there were 32,367 people killed on American roads. Is there a movement afoot to ban the motor vehicle from the roads? No. In 2012, there were 800 Missourians killed on our road. Is the legislature going to ban cars here in Missouri? No. Where do many of these, in the news, Connecticut recently, these mass killings, where do they happen? They happen in gun-free zones. Elementary schools, high schools, universities, military bases. We have the right of self-defense. Gun-free zones are free kill zones. That's wrong. According to the FBI, the number one weapon used to kill people or attack people in the United States is the baseball bat, not the firearm. I don't hear a call for registration of baseball bats. It's totally ridiculous. The federal government is out of control. Now, our president, Obama, recently gave some executive orders. He backed down from some of them, because on Monday afternoon, a Republican Texas representative, Steve Stockman, said he would file articles of impeachment if he extended too many gun infringement rights on the people of the United States. He backed down. A lot of those infringement rights will go before our federal legislatures, and we need to tell them no. No.
Tell everybody no.
Some want us to believe that the right to bear arms is null because our forefathers meant muskets, not modern semi-automatic weapons. Well, yeah, George Washington crossed the Delaware as opposed to sending over Reaper drone rockets. He didn't use nuclear weapons, and back then the CIA didn't exist. It was the people that stood up, that bared arms against the British to maintain our freedoms and liberties.
Don't need another king.
Better not. Well, right now I think some people think we have a king. He's in Washington, D.C. in the White House, but he can't do that. In Missouri, we need the Second Amendment Preservation Act.
Yes.
The bill is in the legislature right now, and I heard Speaker Tim Jones on the radio this morning. He is going to move that on the fast track to ensure against our infringement of our Second Amendment rights against the federal government. Our federal government is way out of control. The Constitution clearly spells out the Second Amendment rights, tells the government what it can do, and there are things it cannot do. If they don't have the right to take away our Second Amendment rights, they can't do that.
Right.
I don't like the guy, but I'm going to quote him. Many of you have probably heard this. This year will go down in history for the first time. A civilized nation has full gun registration. Our streets will be safer. Our police more efficient. And the world will follow our lead into the future. Who said that? Correct. Chancellor of Germany, 1933. And if we don't stop the federal government from taking away our guns, we will be no better off than the people who were slaughtered. It happened in Germany, it happened in China, it happened in Cambodia. England and Australia took away the people's rights to have arms. The bad guys didn't turn in their guns. Home invasions, murders escalated. We cannot allow ourselves to be victims of the federal government. Why did the Second Amendment exist? For us. But why did the Founding Fathers give us the Second Amendment rights? To stop tyranny. The people are the militia. The people have to stop tyranny in America.
That's what we're